What is up, everyone? Quick little blurb at the onset of this video. It is September 3rd today, the day before I'm going to be posting this. Wanted to do this because it's been a couple months since I shot this video. As you go through the video and I start to talk about some things, think about the one thing that I seem to have left out, and I'll come back at the end and mention that. The obvious that wasn't so obvious in my fit of rage. All right, what's up, everybody? 24 card PSA crossover order. This was one of the orders from 2021. These were submitted at 12 bucks a card. Look at this, was actually on top. Entered 4/13, due date 6/16/21. That was supposed to be a 1 there, you can see, not a 2. I should put a 2 there. I'm going to organize these real quick, tell you why. Again, this was crossover. These were all SGC cards, and let me show you real quick before I organize these. What I want to do is organize them in grade order of what the grade was when I sent it in, and maybe I erred in a way. Well, so let me show you this real quick though. I can't get the whole thing on the screen. There we go, that's better. So you see I got some 10s here. You can read down the list. 24 cards, as I said. Some 9s, 10s, even some 8/5s that I submitted. So I want to organize them in a way to kind of build up to a crescendo. Crescendo, who says that on a card video, right? What I did was I submitted them in their SGC cases. So let me organize this and then I'll come back and I'll tell you more about that. And almost forgot, that would make me a terrible host if I had. Arrived on 2/20, entered on 4/13/2021, as you saw. Went into grading about 8 months later, December 3rd. Ass was had on May 19th. Hopefully you had the same or better. QA1, 5/20. QA2 took about 2 weeks. May 5th on that one. The popped email and shipped. Date, June 14th. Arrived / piece of shit mailman is what I have here noted to myself. On 6/15, if you've seen my past graded card videos, you would know that PSA requires a signature, but my piece of shit mailman will not climb up the stairs. There's only about 30. Won't climb up the stairs to try to get a signature. So this is actual footage of the box. Right there. Wait, right there, past that flag there, that's where he'll park his car. Instead of driving that over here to go up the stairs, wait, I said about 30, let's count one. $15. 22. Am I going to be about right? 28, 29. So instead of doing that and coming and seeing our lovely Matt knocking on this door and trying to get a signature, you just won't do it. You just leave the note down there, making me do the work. He'll just leave a note in the box saying nobody was there to sign for it. He'll act like he came up because I was there the whole time. Mailman always comes about 6 o'clock, 6:15. I was tracking it that day, so I knew when it was supposed to be here. Tracked it, was waiting on him, and then all that time I was in the living room working on some stuff. And then I saw the delivery failed message. That's the 3rd time that piece of shit has done that at this place. Other mailman at the place I lived previously in Huntington Beach was great. Whatever. They were in hand 2 days later on the 17th. The grades are the same as they were when he decided to be a piece of shit. The grades don't change, as they said at the post office, but still, he's a piece of shit. Makes me wonder if he does that for everybody around the community. What kind of mailman is he, right? Should I drop a dime? Should I go Karen? No. Let's get these open now. All right, got everything organized. When I sent them in, I had, in SGC cases, 9 10s, 2 9 5s, 9 9s, 3 8 5s, and 1 8. We'll see if there's any surprises upgrading. I would doubt it, but maybe there'll be some downgrades. As long as there's no downgrades, I'll be happy. Not expecting any upgrades. So what I decided to do was, not having kind of the knowledge or expertise of how to do it at the time, was I sent these in for crossover, but I decided to be a lazy bum about it. Hindsight regrets. Decided to just leave them in the SGC holders. And this is all speculation. Of course, you never know what a grader's thinking, but there was a lot of that speculation out there that would kind of influence or create some kind of bias, because what if the grader sees an SGC 9 and he takes it out then later and says, oh, wow, this looks like a 10. Would that individual really go ahead and give it a grade boost? So anyway, after much speculation, as it moved closer to grading, I want to say maybe about April, I contacted them, April 2022. And I was like, hey, is there anything we can do where I can remove the minimum grade off of these? I was told no, but what I was told what she could do, the woman I spoke with, great customer service rep, definitely helped me out. She said that she could lower the minimum grade to a 1. She got back to me in a day or later on that day, I think. She said they can lower the minimum grade to a 1, so the cards would be graded regardless. And at $12 a card, SGC cards, their value relative to PSA being what it is, I decided to go ahead and do that. So no minimum grade on these crossovers. We've got some cards here from previous orders, things from my collection. Shaq Hoops 10, Shaq Tops 10, Kobe 9.5. I love the Death Star there. Unfortunate that he's the player on the card. Garnett Metal 10 and Kobe 9.5. I have 3 of these and 2 of these. Love that card. Like I said, unfortunately, the player is who he is on there. So what we're doing is we're rubbing some good mojo. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get some good mojo. Good juju. Like I said, all I'm hoping for is we don't get a downgrade. That would be terrible. 24 cards, $12 a card. Let's do it. This card here, Kobe Bryant, was an 8 originally. It's a Skybox Z-Force. A 6. So there you go. Already with the downgrade. Next one, I believe, is a Kobe Bryant Skybox Premium. This one was an 8.5 originally. A 7. So there we go. That's 2. Next one is a Kobe Bryant Metal. This one was an 8.5 originally. 7. So I guess they're just gonna punish the shit out of me here. And these are all the labels here, just to show you that what I said was legit, that it actually happened. I should have showed you these right off the bat. But let me get these out, and I'm going to show you these one by one as we go through, just to legitimize what I was saying. All right, finally got everything organized. This was the Fresh Foundations. That was an 8.5 that turned into a 7. This was the label for the Skybox Premium, 8.5 that turned into a 7. All right, a Fleer Ultra. Okay, so now we're on track here. A Fleer Ultra, Kobe Bryant 8.5, yet another 7.
I've got to get out of here. Down, get a hold of yourself.
All of these here were 9s at one point. And I think at this point, since we're down 2 grades on one and a grade and a half on the others, you have to assume maybe they implemented that new technology. Putting a positive spin on things here, folks. Skybox Premium Kobe Bryant, that was a 9. 7. All right, we've got 4 Shaq Tops rookies that were 9s, and I think you know that. Well, let's see how this goes. A 9, okay, all right, okay, all right. So somebody maybe wasn't a Kobe fan, which is fine. I can get with that. An 8. Another 8.
Do you want another phone?
And another 8. So far, only 1 card has held its grade. Whew. well, at least this video has the potential. We're looking good for the potential to go down as one of the worst crossover videos of all time and one of the worst graded card videos of all time. We got a Fleer Metal Kevin Garnett. That was a 9. 8. Tracy McGrady Skybox Metal Universe. That was a 9. A 6. Topps Rookie Set. That was a 9. A 7. And a Markel Fultz Silver Prism. That was a 9. A 7. I don't know what to say. All right, so we got 2 Chris Bosches that were both 9.5s. These were Topps, just the Topps paper, 9.5s. Another 7. There's definitely something up here, and an 8. All right, so we've got 9 10s here. I'm just as perplexed as you probably are right now. So far, that's 15 cards down, and every single one of them has been decreased by a grade to a grade and a half. Let's save these Tatums for later. All right, so we had a Mike Evans Chrome Black Refractor, number 221. It's a gem. There we go. Ball in right hand. All right, we had a Christian McCaffrey Optic, red and yellow. That was a 10, a 9. A Tom Brady 2016 Donruss Optic. That was a 10, a 9. Had a Ben Simmons 2016-17 Optic Rookie. Old label, that was a 10, a 9.
Read about Jehovah's Witness.
2016-17 Optic Jaylen Brown Rookie, that was a 10. Oh, there we go. They felt generous. They felt generous and gave me a 10 there. Okay, so that was only our 3rd card out of 21 that's maintained its grade. All right, had a Hoops Devin Booker. 15-16, that was a 10, a 9.
How about Buddhism?
I'm smiling on the outside, baby, but I'm tearing up on the inside. All right, we've got 2 Jason Tatum, red and yellow, both 10s, a 9, and a 9.
Jerry's kids? Oh, yeah.
All right, so there you go. 3 cards out of 23, and this last card, I saved this one for last because this was an Optic Pascal Siakam red prism, which was numbered to 99. This is his rookie. Love a 10. Boom. All right, I guess we didn't need that many stands, and we don't even need to do a recap. So these 3 cards here, plus this one Shaq that maintained a 9, one of the Shaqs I had submitted, 4 cards out of 24 maintain their grade. 4 cards out of 24 maintain their grades from what they were when they were submitted here. List I showed you a little bit earlier. Let me calculate the total number of point decrease here, and we kind of do a little bit of math. The total decrease across all 24 cards was 30.5. So 30.5 grade points. Most of these cards have lost a ton of their value anyway. Obviously, I was hoping that they would maintain the grade they were when I submitted them. Probably would have ended up selling off a lot of these anyway. I don't know that many of these are PC cards. Maybe this Evans, maybe this Siakam. I like the cards. But 30.5 point decrease over 24 cards, that's about 1.33-ish grade decrease. So you could call that a 1.25, 1.5 grade decrease across these cards. So a lesson for you boys and girls out there watching. 1, take your cards out. If you are going to cross over, take them out of their holders. 2, if you do or don't, then you can't really depend on what the grade was from the previous company. Subjectivity, of course, you could make the argument, of course, that to have 20 out of 24 come back in a lower grade, that's problematic, that there's possibly some kind of fraud going on within PSA where they're trying to suppress grades intentionally. But then again, you could also just say you got a really tough grader that particular day, or a lenient grader at SGC every single time those cards were graded. Those came from all kinds of different orders. So it's possible that at SGC you got 24 different graders that were really lenient. And this one PSA grader, he definitely knows his shit and he got it right. You got to sense the cynicism in that. But the ultimate reality is grading's a risk. It's the risk you take. Crossovers riskier. People who want to have some things to say about PSA and how they do their grading, share this video out. I don't ask for those kind of things to happen, to share the video out, but if there's anybody out there that's got some negative things to say about PSA in terms of how they do their thing, additionally, it could have been the new technology working its way through. That could be a situation where you don't want to cross over cards that have been previously graded with any company. The new technology, you could take a big hit like this, big monetary loss. But that's okay, that's my loss. They got paid. But share this video out if you know people that are thinking about crossing stuff over, or crossing over older cards from other companies. Could be an eye-opener. And additionally, I would say if you have people that feel like PSA is an easier grader, then this may be a video that you want to share with them as well. Thoughts, comments, ideas below. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. And don't let this happen to you. So the obvious, right? For a lot of people who grade or who have tried to do what I did, maybe not as obvious for some, but for those of you who have graded, who have tried to cross over, the obvious thing probably was, obviously you want to crack those cards out first because you can see the condition. Having not done that, and since those cards were a lot older, not all of them, but many of them were many years older, the potential for them to get banged around, highly likely. If you've grabbed an SGC slab, sometimes even a PSA slab, give it a shake, the card can move around. That's the official story I'm going with. It's not like there's evidence that's going to be produced that shows that PSA damaged my cards as they took them out of the holder, but 20 out of 24 cards grading lower, then you have to imagine that there was some kind of damage that happened over time. Cards getting shaken during shipping, from the grading company to whomever had them graded. These cards have probably changed hands many times. Those kind of things can happen. So the obvious is, when trying to cross over, take your cards out, make sure they're not damaged, or say make sure they're not damaged first before you take them out. Take care, everyone. Be well. Thanks for watching.
Here's one for the road, dude.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.